Good evening. Dean Davison, LiveWeatherBlogs.com meteorologist with your overnight outlook. Today for Sunday, December the 5th, 2011. It's about 8:15 at night and I'm doing this recording. You can see we have a wind advisory for the far northern areas, winter storm warning in Lewisburg, West Virginia, and winter weather advisory for a couple inches of snow, 1 to 3 mainly, in Bluefield and Beckley, West Virginia, down through Boone, North Carolina. Taking a look at local temperatures, we have 29 in Lynchburg, 34 in Martinsville, 32 Dansville, 22 Bluefield, 25 Lewisburg, 18 up in Hot Springs, 28 in Staunton, 23 in Blacksburg, and Roanoke. Temperature is 30 degrees across the country. 47 Seattle, 16 Minneapolis, 18 Windy City of Chicago, 18 in Billings, 33 in Salt Lake City, 63 in Los Angeles, 67 in Miami, 42 in Dallas, 49 in New Orleans, 33 Atlanta, 34 in Washington D.C., 32 the freezing point in Boston, and 27 in Louisville. Looking at our subnautic map, we have this low pressure cranking off Maine and Quebec here, pushing back winter precipitation right into the Quebec area of Canada. We have the strong northwest winds shoveling lots of snow in the lakes, Lake Michigan and Lake Erie. Some snowfall, lake effect style, has been going on there. It's actually been pushing into West Virginia, giving them a good amount of snow also. And we have the next system out here in the west starting to stir up trouble as the next front moves on to the coast. As we move along on the Monday, you can see the lake effect continues. This low cranks back to the northwest into Quebec. The strong northwest winds kick over the lakes, which is going to definitely push a lot of snow into Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and Indiana. And we still have that strong area of precipitation, winter precipitation out in Utah, as well as areas of the Intermountain West. Moving along further in the day, we get a short wave come through, enhancing the precipitation up in the lake area. Stronger winds kick into the Roanoke Valley with a short wave, and continuation of winter precipitation in the west. Moving along, the winds pick up in the Roanoke Valley, short wave trough kicks in. For Tuesday, we could actually see some flurries in the far western areas of Roanoke Tuesday, starting in the mountains Tuesday night. And continuation of lake effect snow as this 972 low kicks itself back into northern Maine. As it moves along, we can see we get the strong now low pressure system moving to the northwest. That'll dive in. Strong winds continuing the lake effect as it goes into Wednesday. And this will continue straight through midweek. And then we have, over the next little while, 126 hours out in the GFS 18Z run. North Carolina gets a little bit of a low developing. We might pull back in some precipitation here. The 540 lines right around in Roanoke, so most of it will be rain in southeast Virginia, possibly some mixed precipitation in Virginia. And we'll continue along as this thing cranks itself up, and it moves out to sea. So everybody's saying, okay, we missed that storm, majority of it. We'll take the next precipitation, moving in 10-12. We're at 174 hours here on the 18Z GFS. Look at what happens off the coast of North Carolina at this point, 1004. Low develops. We do have precipitation inland. And what that may do is actually cause a pretty big low. Where this low sets up is going to be everything. Will it be close? The closer it gets to the coast, say a couple hundred miles off the coast, the better it is for snow and precipitation in the mid-Atlantic. At this run, it runs it off a little further off the coast. The cold air digs in, but the low is way out. Barely, Cape Cod and Boston may be the areas that get hit the worst. And then it just moves itself out to sea further along. I have to wait for C to 00 Zulu run. See where that gets us. I mean, this is an off-hour run, so. But this is a little different than what I was talking about earlier. But we'll see what happens. So for Roanoke Valley, it still has snow on the ground. You watch for re-icing tonight. 21 degrees. It's going to be brutal. 31 is a high temperature on Monday. 21 for Monday night. 32 freezing on Tuesday. 19 tomorrow night. 37 Wednesday night. 20 Wednesday night. 43 on Thursday with a little bit of a warm-up with 28 as a low. And for the triad, after the 3 inches that occurred in Greensboro, and thanks for some of the pictures that member Nick Robinson sent me also known as Triad NC on Live Weather Blogs. Thank you for the photos that he sent. One of my few members that interact with me down here in the Triad region in the Roanoke Valley. Thank you very much. Greensboro, 22, 36 for Monday, 35 for Tuesday, 39 for Wednesday, 43 for Thursday, with lows right around the 20-degree mark. So we're going to be watching for the next storm here. We'll see what happens as these models continue to come in. We still have a little bit further along to go to really get a good grasp on this. But until then, we'll talk to you later, and watch out for the cold air. For LiveWeatherBlogs.com, this is meteorologist Dean Davison. Have a good night.